Hello everyone, welcome you all to today's class, and today's topic is very important, and it is one of the topics which is very important from board exam point of view. So that is application of integral calculus. So in application of integral calculus, in today's session we are going to study how to find area of the region bounded by more than one curve. Okay, it means we are going to study areas of the region bounded by two curves. I mean, specifically, we are going to study areas of the region bounded by two curves. Okay, and so as I said, this is one of the very important topic from board exam point of view. So let's study from that spirit first. Secondly, so this is a very easy topic because we do not need much, you can say much information. Okay, so one of the parts, first part we already have completed. Then first part we have studied areas of the region bounded by simple curves, and of course we have discussed basic of the yeah, so basics of this topic we already have studied. In case you have not seen that video, maybe you can refer to the first video on this topic. So this is the second part of the lecture in which so I am going to take areas of the region bounded by two curves to start with two circles. As we already have discussed, so here, so bounded by curves, the curves here we mean the straight line, circle, parabola, ellipse, and sine, cosine function and modulus function. So these are the curves we are very familiar with. Okay, and also we have already studied these things in 11th standard and little bit in 12th standard also. Now straight line, circle, parabola, ellipse, modulus function, sine and cosine functions. These are the, curves. So we should have, we have to recap basically. Okay. Secondly, since it is application of integration, of course integration will be used. Now integral part, even if you are not very good in integration, don't worry. We need only two formulas. X to the power n. The other one is integral of under root a square minus x square. Okay. So these two formulas apart from our sine and cosine function. Right. So from that point of view, this topic doesn't require many information. Okay, the first thing we need to have some basic idea regarding the curves, right? Second one is two basic formulas like integral of x to the power n and integral of under root a square minus x square dx. Okay, so this much we need, and if we really can study with the proper spirit, so I'm sure this mark, this topic you can score full marks, right? Okay, so let's start with the simple one, like you can say areas of the region bounded by two circles. And before starting this, the question, steps of solution. So as already we have discussed in our first lecture also. I'm just going for recap. First step is draw the rough sketch of the given curve. Okay. Okay. So because we have to draw the rough sketch, we need to identify the equation. We need to have the basic idea of the curve. For example, whenever we are writing here, x minus 1 whole square plus y square equal to 1 and x square plus y square equal to 1. So these are two circles. Very easily we can identify because the first one is in the form of x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. So center at 1, 0, radius is 1 unit. Second circle is x square plus y square equal to 1. It means it is in the form of x square plus y square equal to r square, which means center at 0, 0, radius 1 unit. So we need to have this basic idea. So now drawing the rough sketch. In step 1, draw the rough sketch. So rough sketch, you see, we have drawn one of the circles, center at 0, 0, radius 1 unit. Second circle is like center at 1, 0, radius 1 unit. So this is the type. So again, drawing the rough sketch doesn't mean you only think you know the circle and in any manner you draw it. So as I said, drawing the rough sketch with common sense. For example, whenever you see x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to h square, it means the circle touches y-axis. It means in this case, one circle is x square plus y square equal to 1. Center at 0, 0, radius 1, 0. Right? Sorry, center at 0, 0, radius 1 unit. So it means this part is your 1, 0. Okay, the other circle means x minus 1 whole square plus y square equal to 1. Here, center at 1, 0, radius 1 unit. Now, while drawing, please be very careful. So, the portion of the circle should not go beyond y-axis, because at the moment you see x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to h square, it means circle touches y-axis. So it cannot go beyond y-axis. That much common sense we require. Okay. Okay, so after drawing the rough sketch, I am just taking the bigger view here also, and shade the region whose area to be calculated. Now, shade the region whose area to be calculated. So, how to know that? Find area bounded by two circles as per the question. So, bounded by two circles means, so this is one circle, this is another circle, bounded by two circles. So, shade the region whose area to be calculated. Okay, so now you see I'm shading this. You can shade the region whose area to be calculated. Okay, so the shading should be done like this. Yeah. Okay, now you see while shading this, exactly you know whose area to be found out. Okay, we have to find area of this portion, right? Now next step is, while looking at this, no, you can see, so here as circle is symmetric about its diameter, so the area of this portion should be equal to area of this portion. It means if we can find area of the region above x-axis, I mean above this diameter, and multiply by 2, we can get area of the whole portion. Okay. Next, we are having two circles. Like this circle is your x minus 1 whole square plus y square equal to 1. And this circle is your x square plus y square equal to 1. It means, here you can see, now we are having two curves. Now finding area using integration. So then which curve you need to take? Okay, so it may lead to confusion. So we are given two curves. So should I take this curve or should I take the other curve? Right? So just to clarify that, no, you see, we will, take the boundary. It means, see, so this vertical line you see, I'm drawing this black vertical line. Now here you can see the black vertical line divide the portion above x-axis in two parts. Let me take it as part 1 and part 2. Okay, so area of the region which we want, that is basically sum of the the areas of 1 and 2. Okay, I'm talking about area above x-axis. Okay, so if we can get area above x-axis, then we double it, so we can get the required area. That part is clear. Now area of 1 and area of 2, we have to find separately, because if you observe area of the region 1, so that is bounded by what? You see, this is 1, 0, 0. This point, I mean here x equal to 0, here x equal to what? We will find. So now from this portion, see, I am just drawing this in black. So within this, so area of the region bounded by which curve? This curve. This curve means x minus 1 whole square plus y square equal to 1. Similarly, coming to the other portion, I mean the second part. So here you can see it is from this, I mean this area is bounded by the circle x square plus y square equal to 1. So now the middle portion, the partition for this vertical line, what is x? So let's find out. That will give us limit of the function. So third step is find limits of integration. Now to get limits of integration, it means from which point to which point. Yeah, what is the interval in which we have to integrate? So that is basically limit of integration. Now in terms of curve, in terms of graph, it is what? So it is basically point of intersection. Let's find out. So let's solve equation 1 and 2. Now from 1, we can have y square equal to 1 minus x square. Now substituting this in equation 2. So you can have x minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus x square equal to 1. So now solve it, you will be getting x equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so x equal to 1 by 2. So it means this point means, here you see, I am writing here x equal to 1 by 2. So this vertical line represents x equal to 1 by 2. Now while getting the area, what we need to take is very clear from the rough sketch. From 0 to 1 by 2, area of the region bounded by the circle x minus 1 whole square plus y square equal to 1, plus area of the region bounded by x square plus y square equal to 1, limit from 1 by 2 to 1. Okay, so I'm sure it is very clear to you. Now we cannot take the integrand like this, integrand like this. What we can do here, so the circle x square plus y square equal to 1 implies y equal to under root 1 minus x square. The second circle, we can write it as y equal to 1 minus, this is, okay. So because while integrating, we have to integrate in terms of like y equal to fx. Then only we can take x equal to a to x equal to b as limits. Okay, so now x equal to 1 by 2 is clear. So this partition is basically x equal to 1 by 2. So it is up to you whether you find y equal to something or not. So not an issue, because if you want to find y, so this point will be what? If x1, y root 3 by 2, and this point is x half, y minus root 3 by 2. Okay, but getting y is not mandatory here, because we are interested in the value of x only, because we are going to integrate y equal to fx, function of x. So limits of integration will be in terms of x only, right? So x equal to 1 by 2. Now next, required area. So after getting the limits of integration, find the area. using integration. So required area, so as I said, we are going to find out area of the region bounded by the curve above x-axis, then multiply by 2 to get the whole area. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is area of the region above x-axis. Again, it is bounded by two curves, right? So for that reason, we have taken this vertical line which represents x equal to 1 by 2. So this x equal to 1 by 2 divides the portion into two parts. First part is bounded by one circle, second part is bounded by another circle. Okay, so that is the basis of, using which function we have to integrate. So required area is, it is integral of first part, that is your 0 to 1 by 2, and bounded by which curve, bounded by which circle, it is under root 1 minus, 1 minus x minus 1 whole square. Okay, now coming to area of the second portion, second part, that is plus, it is 1 by 2 to 1, right? And bounded by which curve? The circle which is attached to this portion, that is under root 1 minus x square. Okay, so this gives us area of the region bounded by the curve and which is above x-axis. But in the question, we have to find area of the region bounded by the curve. So because of the symmetry, okay, we can, double it, we can multiply this by 2 so that we can get the whole area. Now our task is simple. We have to integrate and write the answer. Okay, so twice of, okay, first part is what? You can apply the formula directly, x minus 1 by 2 under root 1 minus, it is x minus 1 whole square plus a square by 2 means 1 by 2 sine inverse, okay, x by a. That is the first one. Limit from 0 to 1 by 2. Okay, plus this one is x by 2 under root 1 minus x square plus 1 by 2 sine inverse x by a means it is x here, limit from 1 by 2 to 1. Okay, that's it. So let's calculate this. So twice of maybe one step I will calculate, then yeah, you can do it. Okay, now when it is half, so 1 by 2 minus 1 minus half by 2 minus 1 by 4. Okay, this is 1 minus, it will be 1 by 4 then, right? So you are getting here root 3 by 2. Okay, that is value at upper limit minus value at lower limit. You are getting 0 here. If you put 0 minus half, then 1 minus 1, 0. So value at upper limit minus value at lower limit plus 1 by 2. Okay, you are getting here sine inverse minus half minus sine inverse minus 1. Okay, so this part is over. Plus coming to the second bracket. Now when it is 1, so 1 by 2 into 0, right? You are getting 0. Value at upper limit minus value at lower limit. So it is 1 by 4 and 1 minus 1 by 4, 3 by 4. So root 3 by 2. Okay, value at upper limit minus its value at lower limit plus 1 by 2. Now sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse half. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so just we are nearer to getting the answer. So this is equal to twice of, yeah, you are getting here minus root 3 by 8. So plus half of sine inverse minus half. that is minus sine inverse half, that is sine pi by 6, sine 30 degree, 1 by 2. Okay, so minus pi by 6. Then here plus pi by 2, right? Then here minus root 3 by 8, done. Okay, plus now half of this is pi by 2, now minus pi by 6. Okay, so we are getting twice of minus root 3 by 8 minus root 3 by 8. That is your minus root 3 by 4. Okay, now here you can see minus pi by 2 minus pi by 6, 90 minus 30, 60 degree. So that means pi by 3. So into 1 by 2. So plus pi by 6. Okay. Again here also you are getting the same thing, pi by 2 minus pi by 6, pi by 3 into half pi by 6. Okay. So you are getting what? Twice of, yeah, you can write here, twice of, it is pi by 3 minus root 3 by 4. So it means you are getting here 2 pi by 3 minus root 3 by 2. Okay, square units. Okay, so that is the answer. So I'm sure it is very, very clear to you, and next question is also similar, so that no, it will be more clear. So first one is, you see, second question is almost similar question, and these two questions are very, very important because I have decided to take, because it has come many times in board exam. Okay, so let's start the second question. Using integration, find area of the region enclosed between the circles x square plus y square equal to 9 and x minus 3 whole square plus y square equal to 9. So here if you see this circle, center at 0, 0, radius is 3 units, and here center at 3, 0, right? Radius 3 units. Clear? Okay, so now you see this center at 0, 0, this is one circle. Okay, so this point is 3, 0. Okay, radius of the second circle. Now this circle represents what? X square plus y square equal to 9, or y equal to under root 9 minus x square. This circle is what? X minus 3 whole square plus y square equal to 9, or y equal to under root 9 minus x minus 3 whole square. Okay. Now here you see, so again you see this circle is in the form of x minus h whole square plus y square equal to h square. Right? So it means r equal to h. So circle will touch y axis. Right? So not to make this mistake. Right? So rough sketch with common sense we have to draw. Right? Now I have taken the shading part in green color. It means the region whose area to be found out, that is shaded in green. Now, like now the previous question, here also the similar case is arising. So first part we have taken drawing the rough sketch, done. Shading part is also done. Third part is getting limits of integration. So getting limits of integration will help us getting the, I mean for what value of x represents this vertical line. Okay. Yeah, equation 1 is x square plus y square equal to 9. Equation 2 is x minus 3 whole square plus y square equal to 9. So let's solve the two equations. Okay, so now solving the two equations, yeah, from here you can write, yeah, from 1, we have y square equal to 9 minus x square. Putting this in 2, putting in 2, so you have x minus 3 whole square plus 9 minus x square equal to 9. Okay, so you are getting here x square plus 9 minus 6x minus x square equal to 0. Okay, x square plus 9 minus 6x. Yeah, so this is also cancelled. So 6x equal to 9. It means x equal to 3 by 2. Okay, so as in the previous case, I have told you we are not interested in finding value of y here, because when we are taking the integrand as function of x, our limits of integration will be x from a to b. So it means we are interested in finding the values of x only. Okay, so now this point is what? It is your x equal to 3 by 2. Now you can see first part, second part. Okay, and circle is symmetric about its diameter. So area of the region above x-axis is same as area of the region below x-axis. Okay, so getting the area above x-axis will be easier for us. So getting the area above x-axis and multiply by 2 so that we can get area of the whole green portion. Right? Now coming to area of part 1. Part 1 is starting with x equal to 0 to x equal to 3 by 2 and bounded by the curve x minus 3 whole square plus y square equal to 9, which gives us y equal to under root 9 minus x minus 3 whole square. And area of the region 2 represents what? It is from 3 by 2 to 3, right? So from 3 by 2 to 3 and bounded by the boundary, one boundary x equal to 3 by 2, one boundary x axis, the other boundary is the curve, that is x square plus y square equal to 9. Yeah, y representing this circle, right? Okay, so this is basically the basics. So from this you can get first equation y of circle 1 is under root 9 minus x square. Y of equation 2 is, it is y equal to under root 9 minus x minus 3 whole square. Okay, so while taking the integrand, we have to write it in terms of y equal to fx, right? Okay. Okay, step 1 done, step 2 done, step 3 also done. So limits of integration is what? One part is from 0 to 3 by 2. Second part is from 3 by 2 to 3. Okay, now required area. Fourth step of the solution is required area or area of the required region. Required area is, so you can write here from 0 to 3 by 2. Okay, first part, this area of the first part is what? 0 to 3 by 2. It is y of what? Second circle, 9 minus x minus 3 whole square, right? Yeah, dx plus area of the second part of the curve, I mean which we have marked as second part, that is from 3 by 2 to 3 and bounded by what? The circle representing 9 minus x square ka under root. Okay, so this is the area of the portion above x axis. So required area is, it has to be multiplied by 2. So now it is very clear. Now it is integration part only. Okay, so this is equal to what? This is equal to twice of, yeah, we can write here x minus 3 by 2, here 0, oh sorry, 9 minus x minus 3 whole square, okay, plus a square by 2 means 9 by 2 sine inverse x by a. X by a means it is x minus 3 by 3. Okay, so we are using the formula like this: x by 2 into under root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse x by a. Okay, now here limit is from 0 to 3 by 2 plus, coming to the second integral, it is x by 2 under root 9 minus x square, okay, plus a square by 2, 9 by 2 sine inverse x by a means x by 3. Okay, limit from 3 by 2 to 3. Okay. Okay, now putting the value upper limit minus lower limit. So what I do here, no, I am taking term wise, and this term getting upper limit minus lower limit, because breaking the calculation into smaller parts, we can avoid committing mistakes. Okay, upper limit minus lower limit, let's, yeah, this is 3 by 2 minus 3. That is minus 3 by 2. So here you are getting minus 3 by 4. Okay, now under root it is 9 minus, you are getting 9 minus, here it is 3 by 2 minus 3. So that is basically, yeah, 3 by 2 minus 3. So you are getting minus 3 by 2. Okay, minus 3 by 2 means you are getting 9 by, yeah, so minus 3 by 2 square means 9 by 9 minus 9 by 4. Okay, so it means you are getting what? 9 minus 9 by 4 is 4, 36 minus 9. 36 minus 9 is 27. Okay, square root of this. So 3 root 3. 3 root 3 divided by 2. Okay, this is value at upper limit. So minus lower limit is 0. So minus 3 by 2 here, 9 minus 9, 0. So you are getting here 0. Upper limit minus lower limit for the first term. Plus 9 by 2. Now sine inverse. Sine inverse 3 by 2. Right? 3 by 2 minus 3. That is your minus 3 by 2. Okay. Minus 3 by 2 by 3. That is you are getting minus half. Minus lower limit is what? 0. So sine inverse minus 1. Okay, done. Okay, now coming to the second bracket. Upper limit 3. So 3 by 2 into 0, 0. Minus, here it is 3 by 4. Now 9 minus 9 by 4. Okay, 9 minus 9 by 4 is, you are getting 3 root 3 divided by 2. Okay, now plus 9 by 2, sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse 3 by 2 by 3, that is 1 by 2. Okay, so that calculation part you can do as per your convenience. Okay, so yeah, so here you see you are getting what? You are getting here minus 9 root 3 divided by 8. Okay, plus 9 by 2. Here it is sine inverse minus half minus pi by 6 plus pi by 2. Okay, plus here it is minus 9 root 3 divided by 8 plus 9 by 2 into 5 by 2 minus 5 by 6. So it is somehow not similar to the previous questions we have done. And knowingly I have taken this question so that you will be able to know the trend, yeah, the way to practice such questions. Okay. Yes. So this is equal to twice of, now here you see minus 9 by 9 root 3 by 8, 9 root 3 by 8. So you are getting minus 9 root 3 by 4 plus, here it is 9 by 2, right? You are getting here pi by 3 and here also pi by 3. That means pi by 3 plus pi by 3. Okay? Yes. So twice of minus 9 root 3 by 4 plus you are getting 9 by 2 into 2 pi by 3. Okay, so you are getting like this. Yeah, so you are getting 9 pi by 3 into 2. Okay, so it means 9 pi by 3, here also it will be cancelled, right? 3. So it means 6 pi minus, here it is 9 root 3 by 2. Okay, square units. Okay, so two circles, areas of the region bounded by two circles can be done like this.